Hello everyone and welcome to my video on how to be a jungler. This is a ranked game. I am a Mumu, and I usually main a Mumu if I jungle. I also do Maokai, and I do many other champs like Elise, Vi, and plenty of other champs that I'll get to later whenever I do some champion spotlights in more depth. And I'll explain what each champ does and what you would like to do. But this is basically how I jungle, and if I were to jungle. So it's really just my opinion on everything. Of what I would do, really, and you guys can take notes off of it as well. I don't recommend it. I mean, I do recommend it in some ways, but that's just my personal preference. Every person in League has a personal preference on how to play the jungle lane. So you guys can take this off of me. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. But if I was a jungle in ranked or in normals, I usually start blue no matter what. It really just helps me out no matter what. It helps me take the red buff faster, and whenever I do jungle, I do steal their red buff, unless if the jungler automatically starts it. I do try to steal it anyway. As I'm jungling, I look right at the start. I look top and bot, or top and mid right after I do my blue buff. So right here, I sit and look and see if they're taking it. If I do notice that they are taking it right in front of me, because they got there fast after they got their blue, usually I'll beat them to it. But sometimes I will stand there and I will just take it. I'll smite it. So right there, I left a 1 minion, which you should always do, is so it doesn't respawn. Later you'll see Elise is actually not there. So after I see a kill happen, mainly I do look where the kill is happening to see if I can go gank or even take the kills, just to secure it, not to KS or anything like that. But it's always good to secure your kills. KS is really nothing in League, unless you purposely do it. Otherwise, it's really important to look. So I see Sonya's kind of low. And I wasn't sure that Vayne was going to come back, and I did fail that Q right there, but it's never a bad thing to never miss. I mean, we could have got the kill faster, and then Alistar could have lived, but it's just always the things to look at. There's always things to work on in League, so it's never a bad thing. So right here, I noticed that Elise is missing, so I'm going to go take her blue. So right there, I just got 4 buffs right off the bat with all my... So right here, I don't leave a minion because I notice she's gone, so you never know if she's going to come back or not. So just in case if Zed wants a blue buff, or Kate, or my ADC, which is Cog in this game, or any ADC wants it or anything like that, they can go take it. But I think she does end up coming back, I'm pretty sure. So right there, I ask if Zed is good, and then I ask the top lane if she's good, because I did just gank bot to give them a little pressure to know that I'm there, and I'm not looking to just stand there and not gank for the bot lane. So it does give them a little sense that I did try to gank, so they're gonna be a little backed off in the mental mind. So right here, I get farm a little bit more. And then, so I'm trying to get my my level 6 ult, which is very effective when you're trying to gank as well, especially hitting Q. I also do miss my Q here, which is kind of crazy because I definitely hit him. It went right through him. So right there, he's gonna use his ult right here. He will get Iriella, but then I help protect, and I sit there and I look at him, and I make sure he doesn't come back. Because some players do. Oh, they're like, oh, I'll just stay in the lane for a little bit, which is what I do. I'd stay in the lane and I'd heal up a little bit. So I stand there for a second and I wait for him, and then I back off because I know he's not going to come back because he did just use his ult, so he's kind of useless after that. So I do farm up a little bit, wait for her to come back top. Tryndamere does end up teleporting back up, I'm guessing, and then he does come and try to take me out. That's where I just stand under turret and let it hit him, and then the turret will get him. So it's pretty much just a 1-for-1 trading off kills. So I do get my Spirit of the Ancient Golem right there, which is what I usually get first. It takes more damage off of the minions, monsters in the jungle. So right there, I see that Elise is back. So what I tell Zed is to just rape her because she's a low level and she doesn't have any buffs. So she's gonna take a little longer to get her levels back. So I see also that her red buff is up, and knowing that now in Season 4 they did just add a brand new update that tells you when their red buff and when their blue buff is up. North or south doesn't really matter, depends on what side you're on. If it's on the left side, you're going to be on the looking at the south. and then if you're on the purple side, you're going to be looking at the north. So I ended up taking both, so I will see both of the timers on it. If the timers only really show up whenever you have the whenever you see the jungle red buff or blue buff taken out. So that's basically that. So throughout the video, I'm trying to get Elise to get a kill. We're gonna try to get a Elise kill off of Elise, my bad. And then so I just stand here for a second and I wait, and then trying to help out Zed because Zed is low at the moment. So I know that I have my ult, and if I go in, so right here we do go in, we get her, and I take the kill. So it's technically still one for one, but Zed still did get the assist, so he does get some gold for it, so it does help us out. Anyways, you guys can get kills. Personally, anyway. So right here I try to scout out Elise and see if she'll push a little bit. It's always important to try to get as many kills as you can. Kills are not as important as minions, but at the same time, it does give you more gold. And so I see that the blue buff is back up, and she still won't have it, so I'm gonna take it again, just so she won't have it. It's pretty much like a 1v1 versus your jungler to try to take the buffs. I'm not saying you should be in their jungle every second, taking all their farm and their jungle. So it really just depends. You definitely shouldn't be in their jungle because they'll notice, and then they will definitely come out and try to come kill you. And they'll ward it definitely a lot more as well. You want to not have their jung warded. Right there, I did purposely miss that Q just in case if Akali was gonna ult to Zed, I would have hit her if she was at the edge of her W. So right here, I ult. We get both the double kill right there, and I get a kill. He gets a kill. So it really helps out, and I know Elise is still low, and she doesn't have any buffs, so she's gonna use her mana up very much. So we do end up taking this turret, because I personally like to get the mid turret first. I told, right after I saw this, it's a good thing I did see it, because Tryndamere, if he gets fed, it's pretty much game. His ult, he can like take out anyone, really, also depending on how much fury he has. So it's always good to not stay under Tryndamere and take him out. So right here I take a red buff from Elise again. I do end up asking Elise how her blue and her red buff is, talking shit. That's what I usually like to do against the other jungler when we're playing. And she's like, oh, question mark, and I ended up saying, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I've taken all your red and blue buffs, and so I do end up picking her off in a little bit. I'll show you. It'll come up, and I'll show you exactly where at when it comes up. But so basically, I try to scout all lanes. See, I haven't been bot a lot because I know they can handle it, and they've been killing them. So I do take another blue buff right here. It's also very important to let your mid laner have the blue buff. I asked him if he wanted it, and he said he didn't. So I know Zed doesn't take mana, but at the same time, it's never a bad thing because it gives him good energy. It doesn't just give you mana; it gives you good energy, and it gives you. I think it gives you some other stuff. But so we do end up. I think we do end up taking one kill. Yeah, because we had our mid lane or our bot lane come to mid lane. And Iriella comes top or mid lane as well from top, so that does take out their team as we go. So this is actually a very quick game. Yes, I am speeding it up just to get through the game quicker, and I know you guys would actually like to see a little slower video. But so I usually wait after that. I don't get boots until later in the game. I mean, I get regular boots, but I don't get my main boots. It really depends on what you want with your boots. So I usually get Spirit of the Ancient Golem, then I go Sunfire Cape, and then I get my boots. So right here I get my red. That's like, I don't know how many buffs I got, but I got a lot. I think right here, this is this is where I asked, and she puts a question mark. So I notice she's gonna go in. So I take her. I do end up taking her blue, and she dies. Zed actually gets it because he actually killed her, but I knew of my surroundings. I knew she was going to be there because I saw it pop up, and it's also good to look at the timers whenever you can. So I do end up also taking Sona out right here. That's the good part about being a jungler, is because if you're a jungler and you are very tanky, you can take many amounts of damage and still just keep running and trucking through. So I try to take this turret as much as I can. I see Elise come, so I run away, and she starts to come after me because she knows I'm alone. So right here, Ariel does take out Tryndamere, which is good. So I start asking for assistance. It's never bad to ask for assistance, especially as a jungler and as tanky as you are. It's also always good to know your surroundings. I stressed this a lot in my last video, how to be an ADC. So I do end up going in right here. I could not ult for some reason. It really wasn't working, but it still ended up working out anyway. I'm willing to die for my team. For a teammate who does take more damage out than I do, I'm just there to really provide support. I'm not there to take kills. I am a tank. Amumu is not supposed to take kills. It's good if Amumu does, and Amumu is OP as hell if he takes kills. But at the same time, it's never a bad thing to let your other teammates who need the kills, who put out the most max damage, to get kills. So don't be really crying about being KS'd as a jungler, unless if you're a jungler that does a lot of damage like Xin Zhao and who else does a lot of damage? Vi. Vi's more of a tanky, and so is Xin, but Fiora Jung, I've seen that in the past. Pantheon Jung, you want to let him have kills too, so don't be afraid to take kills as Pantheon, because Pantheon does do a lot of damage as well, so it's never a bad thing. So right here, I think we do end up taking out all of them. I don't think we take out Sona because I couldn't get my Q off. I had my ult up, but so I think we do ended up just right here they actually end up surrendering. Thanks for watching my video on how to be a jungler.